The operation to capture Erusia's capital, Farbanti, is beginning. This is the culmination of our work. We need to capture the Erusian forces' general headquarters in the south of Farbanti and end this war. The plan is for ground troops to attack Farbanti from both the east and north, and a task fleet will attack from the southwest. We will secure air superiority over the capital, while providing air support required. By all accounts, we expect this to be an intense, full-scale battle across land, sea, and air. Should you need to replenish your ammunition or make necessary repairs to your craft, a return line has been set up in the north. During this operation, we will also be tasked with having to destroy the communications satellites that Erusia hacked. If we take down the information communications system that we believe they have control over, it should plunge Erusia into chaos. Once the capital falls, the Erusian military will be isolated and thrown into chaos, making it easier for us to end the war. However, that can't happen until after the capital falls, so you guys are the stars of this battle. Erusia will fight like a tiger, but we cannot lose. We must seize the capital and end this war.
Strider Squadron, proceed to runway. Sortie ASAP.
Our troops have engaged at Farbanti Reconstruction Park, Silver Bridge, and the submerged area. We need you to help our boys in those 3 locations. This'll end the war. It's time. Commence the operation. Our friends are waiting.
Lately, as your company commander, I felt some of you young bucks coming after my championship belt. You're really putting the pressure on me. So I think I'm gonna go out there and run up the score a little bit. Just to show you guys how it's done. I trust I can count on all of you to keep up. Let's get out there, take care of business, come back in one piece.
Strider 1, the return line is to the north. Head that way if you need to refuel. Good luck, everyone.
Count is back in the saddle as Cyclops 2. It's good to be flying with you again, partner.
Cute. Ah, it's real funny. Our ground forces are now moving to capture Farbanti Reconstruction Park. They're already engaged with the enemy. It seems the enemy was fast to detect them. They could use some air support. Target acquired.
That was a fast response. Looks like the enemy understands how important this place is. Enemy has a lock on you, Strider 1. Strider 1, warning, missile!
We're evenly matched. It'll be a grind. This one's all mine. This is good!
Strider 1, watch your tail. Maintain course to return for resupply.
I'm taking fire, but I can still fight. Keeping lock. Breaking. Let's do. Our air support has stopped the enemy. Advance on the hospital. We're pinned down.
Dodge that missile.
Locked on hostile.
Locked on.
Someone is filthy rats. Everyone, everywhere I look. Bandit behind you. Look out.
They're after me. I need cover.
Half the enemy's already down. That LR SSG's really something.
Missile closing in on me. Watch 2.
Now, support teams, open fire.
Missile.
Enemy is locked on. Striking.
Good job. Attack missed.
Roger. The mark will be secured. You'll use the job clear the way.
If you let them through, we're gonna get. Say goodbye.
Mark 2. Locked on bandit. Attacking. Rider 1. Enemy's got a lock on you. Rider 1 just stopped a ground target. The enemy has escaped.
I'm on his back.
Enemy backup inbound. Forces are heading for 2 separate combat zones. We need to split our forces in 2 and meet both threats at once.
Trigger, head for either area. Cyclops will take care of the other one.
Roger.
HQ, we're falling back. We don't stand a chance against their air support. Hold your ground.
Salamander 6. I have a look.
Missile.
Make!
Target destroyed. Strider 1, target acquired. APC eliminated.
The enemy's striking back with everything they've got.
Caution. Missile.
Careful. The ruins and sunken ships make these waters shallow. I don't like the look of things. They're relentless.
Shaking off enemy lock.
Breaking from enemy.
Let me slide in on that tail. The missile took out a lot of armaments.
Strider 1, Fox 2.
Strider 1, enemy destroyed.
Bandit acquired.
Bandit on your 6.
Missile.
Mark 2.
Missile.
The enemy has escaped.
This! I'm on a 6.
They took a bite out of me. Breaking.
Solid.
Breaking! Breaking!
The enemy numbers are staggering.
I'm out.
Conditions keep changing. This battle is ugly.
Come on.
Okay, Trigger. Silver Bridge is all yours. We'll deal with the other threat.
Strider 1, locked on.
Let's go. Shit.
Wilco. That's something.
Enemy's locked on. Break away.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Forward! Your foot on the gas! Enemy vessel! Fire!
Enemy has fled.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Attacking.
Enemy on my tail! I can't take him!
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
Enemy's got a lock.
Say goodbye.
Missile!
Target is in range of guns.
Target struck. He's still alive, though.
Heads up! Bandit behind you!
That only scratched me up. Continuing with combat.
This is the start. There are small boats hiding in the ruins. Take them out before they can approach the fleet.
Need more air support. We can't hold the bridge much longer without it. Enemy behind you. To cover. I might stop. Aircraft is heavy. Friendly down.
Target acquired.
Attacking from behind my target. Still in the fight.
The enemy is worn out. Protect.
Keep leading. There's an enemy on your tail.
Call reinforcements! Damn it! Should have known it sooner!
5 minutes remaining.
Bandit in my sights. I'm taking fire, but I can fly.
Fatigue is starting to set in. Maintain your composure. We're almost through this. Eyeball to Ostrich. Take care of Niner Sierra for us.
Bandit on your tail.
Roger.
Get some
We'll
distance.
provide supporting fire, along with Stork. Our target is Niner Sierra. Prepare the first volley. Ready! Fire!
Fox 2.
Missile away.
It's no use! We have to retreat!
We've spotted enemy backup. Check your radars.
Copy.
Trigger. It's about time we finished up here and helped other allies in trouble. You don't need to try and target every enemy. Just keep your focus. Take one down, then move on to the next.
Eyeball, give us a report. You overdid it. Thanks for the fire support. Roger.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
HQ, powerful AA defense system in the AO. Coordinates Tango 28, Lima 39.
Three minutes remaining.
Our allies aren't advancing as we hoped.
Caution.
This isn't good.
Missile.
Trigger!
Hit the areas where the enemy forces are thickest.
Enemy's got a lock.
Missile.
Fox 2. Strider 1. Target destroyed.
Caution. Missile. Caution.
Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Missile.
2 minutes remaining.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Your air support considerably weakened organized resistance from the Erusian army. Operation nearly complete. Just need to see it through.
Understood. Understood.
All right.
Understood. Understood.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, locked on target.
I've been spiked.
Missile closing in on me.
Caution.
Hostile lock on you, Strider 1.
Missile.
Target destroyed.
Missile.
Missile, evade.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Fox 2. 1 minute remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Escaping lock. Breaking away.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
It's a big maze.
Missile. Missile.
Missile after me. Breaking. I'm damaged, but still flight capable. Echo 5, Box 2. Attack missed.
30 seconds remaining.
Strider 1, hostile has a lock.
They have a lock on me.
Missile. Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2. Strider 4, missile inbound.
All aircraft, listen carefully. This is Lancaster. We have the upper hand. The enemy headquarters is almost ours. Operation to eliminate all enemy satellites also underway. All going according to plan. The end of the war is in sight. Think of something you'd like to eat, guys? 'Cause I'm buying.
Roger that.
Man, don't jinx us.
You're right. New bogies. No, 5 Su-30s inbound.
It's Mr. X.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either. This should prove to be fun.
Missile.
What do you mean?
Missile.
It's just like you say, the enemy has experienced fighters in their midst. Fox 2.
Damn. Even his lackeys fly like champions.
The air seems to be distracted by focusing on the leader.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
One ship is sunk. Solar fighter coming back around.
Missile.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Strider 1, hostile behind you. Enemy's got a lock. Missile, invade!
Missile. Missile.
They've got their flying force nailed down.
Mr. X is eating through the Osean forces.
No. Who are these guys?
Shaking bandit.
Missile. Missile.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. I gotta eject.
Enemy with a lock on you, Strider 1. Take him out one by one. Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry, he's gonna make it.
Stall warning.
That's what it says.
Stall warning.
Listen, Trigger, real talk. If you keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X. What?
Ron, you're mine.
Missile. 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 Missile.
All right, he grabbed a bait. Time to take him for a ride. Stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Target is hit.
Nice. Fine. Give him one more.
Hold up.
Enemy on my 6.
Missile.
Shaking bandit.
Missile. Missile.
Try to 1. Break. Break now.
Missile. Missile. Ammunition 0. Missile. 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 Caution. Caution.
We dodged it.
Missile.
Strider 1 is down.
What's going on here? I don't believe it. We've just lost ship 3 and 4. We're taking heavy damage. It's like this monster is toying with us out there. We've got to do something.
LRSSG, we have an emergency order from Mission Command. Bring down Mr. X. I know it's a tall order, but HQ wouldn't ask if they didn't have faith in you.
There they are. It's the snowbirds. The 2 leaders are at a different level. But don't underestimate the rest of them either.
Missile.
That should prove to be fun.
Missile.
What do you mean?
Missile.
It's just like you say. The enemy has experienced fighters in their midst.
Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Don't go at him alone. 2 or more on each target.
Good ship is sunk. Another fighter coming back around.
Don't let Mr. X run wild. Friendlies are suffering heavy damage.
Taking evasive action. I'm hit!
Strider 1, target
Stay
acquired.
focused. We've still got a monster to slay. Enemy's got a lock.
What's this guy eating to fly like that?
Seymour, your plane has had it. Eject. Forgive me. Good luck.
Missile.
Mr. X is eating through the Ocean forces.
Missile.
No, 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 no! Who are these guys?
Missile.
Locked on.
Miss, target still active.
Ocean is taking damage.
Wow, you sure he's human?
The ship was sunk soon after. That's the last we heard of him.
Not long before our forces are routed. Enemy has a lock on me.
You're low on special weapons.
Call in our air support ASAP. Yes, I'm talking about them.
Cyclops, Strider, stop Mr. X. Target acquired.
This is Cyclops 3. I've been hit. We gotta eject.
Cyclops 3 is bailed out safely. Don't worry. He's gonna make it. Listen, Trey, real talk. If we keep this up, someone's not going home. I'll act as a lure. Meanwhile, you shoot down Mr. X.
What?
All right, he grabbed the bait. Time to take him for a ride. Man, this is one stubborn bastard. He's on my tail, but he won't fire. Wait for the perfect shot, eh? Sorry, stranger, but my boys won't let you have it.
Enough with your air show, Wiseman. You're pushing it.
Special weaponry depleted.
Oh, Cal, that's sweet. I never knew you cared. We're all grown up. I'll even let the wisecrack slide.
Hey, I'm being serious here.
Target is hit.
Nice, fine. Give him one more.
Caution.
Missile launched. Target is in range of guns.
You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot. Wasn't a bad pilot.
Wiseman, missile closing!
I'll Keep him on me. Just a bit longer.
Shit. Cyclops 1 is down.
Cyclops
Wiseman!
down.
Eject already, Wiseman! I'm sorry, Count. His plane exploded. Wiseman! Stay strong. We're not done here. Cyclops 2, you've got the lead. Wiseman! Shit! Negative, Cyclops 2, you're the lead. I can't do it. Trigger should take command. The duty is yours. That's impossible. Do it. Damn it. Cyclops 4, form an element. We need our top gun if we're gonna take out that bastard.
We'll go count.
Missile evaded. Good lord. All we can do is rely on our best pilot now.
Shit. This guy's too tough.
I don't think I can take him on.
Pull up. Caution. Missile.
Shaking bandage.
Missile.
Fox 2.
Missile.
Damn, I can't seem to find an opening.
How are you? Are you still in this?
The commander's taking fire.
Stall warning.
It's fine. Have a little
Stall
faith.
warning. Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a bead on you. Target acquired.
You're holding your own out there.
Taking fire.
Stall warning.
Enemy has a water lead.
Pull up.
Now I see why he's the king of the skies. Trigger's our only hope.
Pull up.
Locked on. Taking evasive action.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Damn.
Stall warning.
Now go finish the job.
Get Mr. X, Trigger. Shoot it down, Trigger. You can do it. In fact, you're the only one who can. My radar suddenly turned off.
What is it? Respond.
My data won't update.
My HUD is
Damn
crashing
it.
out.
What was that?
I've lost radar contact. What's up?
Look at the sky. Towards the sun.
What is that?
A star? No. Maybe an explosion?
This is Soul Squadron. Head home. It's not safe to stick around here if we lose our base.
Listen up. We've just lost our real-time connection with Mission Command. It's not just Mission Command. I'm not getting any response from outside our LOS. Brabante's now under OCN control. The operation was a success. We didn't get the orders that should have come after the operational success. We'll guide you to the scheduled airport. All aircraft, leave this airspace immediately.
Negative. They've got a debt to pay.
Count, we all feel the same way.
Shit.
So Wiseman died for nothing.
This is a peacekeeping force forward base near Erusian territory. Other Allied aircraft have probably been forced to make emergency landings at other airfields. We don't know much. The mission to capture the capital is nearly complete, but we unfortunately have no intel. The enemy communication satellites are down, and we have confirmed the deaths of several Erusian leaders. But our enemy was smart. They had a similar plan. Our own communication systems were destroyed at approximately the same time. We have no idea when or if they'll come back online. Stand by for further details.
As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned, and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Erusia will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Erusia's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
Strider Squadron, you're cleared to taxi.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you here for the escort? You're not the squadron I was expecting. Are you really friendlies? Over.
This is Longcaster. Airborne warning and control system for the Osean Long Range Strategic Strike Group. Captain Carl, they're on our side.
And those two pilots we've heard about must be here too.
Okay, I hope you're right. Longcaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
We'll image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe. The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image.
Meanwhile, we just run if they shoot us, right?
Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
War is something I'll never get used to, but tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
It's Erusian.
They aren't responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us.
Stall warning.
The negotiations were a success, Longcaster. They've opened up a path for us.
Dislodged.
The more the merrier.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. Move us for our way home.
Target is in machine gun range.
The General's vehicle is under attack. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. There's Labarn!
Strider 1, target destroyed.
That was a close one.
We have to remain vigilant.
Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
Houston, Leo Squad. Friendly hello in front. I'm a Patriot. My duty is calling. Nice work, Leo 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true Patriot. We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
Locked on bandit.
Lancaster, we're taking fire from the vehicles ahead.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Fighting with drones is what got us into this mess.
Pull up.
Attention, Osean forces. Your target is carrying a peace envoy.
Hold your fire! I repeat, hold your fire!
Fox 2. Vehicle eliminated.
Pull up.
It's ID'd as Erusian.
Wait, the General managed to convince them.
Listen, those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward!
There's a vehicle up ahead. Think it's gonna ask us to pay a toll? Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
Missile.
We archived all the footage that we've shot for when the communication networks come back online.
It's ID'd as Erusian. Target acquired.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Missile. Missile.
Signs of the clean warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
It's no good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the traitor, Lafarge. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lafarge in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Strider 1, missile launched. Your plane will ice up if you stay in there too long.
We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. Which faction is the head of our organization? You need to know at once. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us. The enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. Missile.
Keep bringing them down.
Missile. Missile.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Put out your smokes. 3 strikes will find you.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile.
What's wrong with drones? Whether you're a patriot or not, you're just too stubborn to change with the times.
Strider 1, enemy ship sunk.
We're almost at landfill number 7. If we can make it through, we'll be in arm's reach of the rendezvous at Gruner Park. Captain Carl, do you have the means to record this conversation? I wish to explain to you the situation inside Erusia. I'm sure the boys listening upstairs will record it. The open declaration of war, expanding the front lines, was all the works of young Erusian officers. They were referred to as the Radicals, but there was an unseen force guiding them. It was technology they borrowed from the Belkans. When they actually went to war, the performance of the attack drones exceeded their wildest dreams. And they were incredibly clean, which got public opinion and the opportunists within the military on their side. Even manipulated the princess. The Belkan technology advanced UAV research within the Erusian Flight Test Center by at least 10 years. They used the flight data from a former ace pilot to create drone AI, but keep bringing them down. To us, it's no different than magic or alchemy. Airplanes are meant to be flown by human beings. For those of you listening in, am I wrong? We're heading towards Gruner Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
My engine brigade! Where did it come from? I'm surrounded by nothing but friendly! No, the attack was an unintentional mistake!
Missile.
Members of a military group calling itself the Free Erusians.
An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a bad feeling.
Pull up.
Locked on, you're mine.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
The aircraft has 3 lines on it.
Pull up. Caution. Caution. Missile.
We're taking fire from our own allies! Is this place under rebellion too? Fox 2!
I'm hit. Get this guy off my back.
Caution.
vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped.
Caution. Pull up.
Strider 1, missile launched.
I can't shake it!
Caution. Pull up.
Missile, evade!
Caution. Missile.
Target's been wiped out.
Locked on!
Strider 1, locked on target.
Pull up.
In gun range.
Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile. 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 Missile.
It's the Ocean military. Ocean forces at landfill number 7. This is AWACS Lancaster.
We're taking fire. We can't hold off.
Pull up.
Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 199er Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Missile.
Well, yeah, don't think I've nowhere to see.
Caution.
Our capital's fall has led to another power stroke within the Erosion military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the Civil War. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron. I've got it taped, nice and secure.
We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
Missile. 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 Missile.
We have no choice! Fire!
An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erosion forces. Take it out!
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
We're taking fire! Take care of them!
One aircraft with tally marks on the tail. They're penal unit rebels.
I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
The General is speaking with the commander.
Fire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders.
We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Understood.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning on their former allies. With the main conflict concluded, Legion forces in the center, south, and east struggle for stabilization of the nation. The Erosion government has defined these groups, along with those trying to independently make peace with Ocean, as rebels.
The General's vehicle is under attack. Our VIP is taking fire.
We're under attack. Hurry up and do something.
Pull up. Missile. 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 Missile.
Entering cloud cover.
Missile.
Unidentified aircraft to the drones.
Strider 2, Fox 2. Same side destroyed.
We made it somehow. Try to get off your ass a little faster next time. We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just UAVs. Thinking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harley and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology only brought chaos to the world.
I can't believe Erusia is responsible for Harley's assassination.
You talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that. I trigger.
Missile.
Right now.
Missile. Missile.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Mark on hostile. Take out Penny in autonomous mode.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Leave the Oceans for now. Must deal with these traitors who are trying to ruin us.
Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Locked on. Go down.
Missile.
We're taking heavy fire. Concentrate your fire on the combat vehicle.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Caution. Pull up.
Target is eliminated.
Missile. 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 Caution. Pull up. Caution. Missile. Missile.
This is one of ours.
How's your last long caster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Missile.
Critical escort objective destroyed. Mission failed. Abort mission.
Pull up.
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel. I'm thinking that we should go say hi before they ruin the General's day.
Mark on hostile.
Missile.
Its ID is Erusian.
Missile.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
Taking fire from a friendly cruise.
Missile. Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. Maybe we should join up with them. It means getting rid of those assholes faster.
ID is Ocean military.
Missile. Missile.
Regionalism is part of the infighting within these groups.
How's your last long caster? We've been briefed and we're here to help.
Caution.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. The coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Wilco.
I've been waiting in fire. Don't worry. We won't let anybody through after you. We'll take back the city from the scout.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others.
Understood.
Target destroyed. The radicals truly believe boosting drone productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. All goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
Caution. Pull up.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erusian News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa, whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft your grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Vulcan technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Osean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit. That's all we can do.
Missile.
ID complete. No Russian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Uh-huh. Right. I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco. Enemy has a lock on you.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss. Aim carefully.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful. Those guys are good. Nothing is Osean big shots to you. I managed to catch a glimpse of the 3 strikes.
Missile.
9. Punch 2. No good. Shit.
They're in my way.
Attack missed. Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, Osean craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition.
What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free.
Missile.
You are cleared to attack the escort.
Missile.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Can't abort the MQ-99 launch. Our commands are overridden. They must be accessing it remotely. What is behind this?
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses.
To build something else entirely.
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
You're low on special weapons.
Our drones headed this way. No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies. Clever.
Strider 1, bandit splashed. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Fox 2.
Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Target acquired.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Missile evaded.
Missile. 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 Missile.
5 bandits remaining.
Missile. Missile.
Damn it. I don't have the drive they need.
Strider 1, Fox 2. 4 bandits left.
Autonomous mode is fully functional. You're incredible.
It's not enough to be fully functional. There has to be a time that should not function. But when?
What do you mean?
They're after the data, aren't they?
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
3 bandits to go.
Missile.
Behind the enemy.
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Target acquired.
Ammunition
No
0.
special weaponry remaining.
Ammunition 0.
1 bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. The General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General Staff? No, we'd like you to send... Missile! I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Broadcast.
In order to respond to the attack on the base, Cyclops has scrambled after being on standby. We'll head up too, once our planes are ready. Oh, and Labarth is dead.
What did you say?
Apparently, he was shot down by another Ocean aircraft after he left the area of operations. I mean, I know it was chaos, but still. At any rate, the sealed order operation has come to a close. We have no idea about a plan for going forward.
All we can do for now is watch our own backs.
What's up with the commander?
He's staying in his room. He's still alive, since we can hear him crying.
The island we went to was supposed to have been secured by the ground forces. They hadn't gotten a handle on things by the time we got there, so now we were stuck in the middle of a half-assed campaign. My job was to get the planes ready for combat, making repairs and handing them over to our troop of cons. Thing is, the enemy still had the hangars. The comms were still down, so none of us knew what the hell was going on. The last transmission I heard before everything went to shit was that some prisoners from an Ocean military penal unit rioted and managed to escape. They stole some jets and now they were flying around, taking out their former allies left and right. I wonder if any units like ours were out here, creeping around. Hearing the Ocean jets firing at each other overhead chipped away at morale. Since the radio was out, it was quiet. I liked it better that way. All I heard was the gunfire. Here we were, walking around carrying rifles. We were pilots, damn it. Friendly fire will probably kill us. You know things are desperate when the guards that used to lock us into solitary are now telling us it's better we all stick together. I guess they think our odds of surviving this war are better that way. After walking for miles across the battlefield, we came across the wreckage of a plane. Passenger, not military. I knew that rose. It was an Erusian liaison plane. The guard's dogs smelled something and took off. They led us to a cliff. And the bodies.
Today, I lost everything. When Osea attacked our capital, my father, a man who was never really suited to being the king, was killed. I was to be flown out of the war zone to safety, but the plane was shot down by rebels. The entire crew was killed in the crash. Soldiers appeared and one shot at me. My dog went after him and shot him to pieces. He was my best friend. After all those speeches I gave about working together for peace, I thought everyone felt the same as I did. I'm sure the soldier who shot at me knew I was the Princess of Erusia. He was Erusian too. More soldiers have come. Now, there is no one left to protect me. I am so numb, I cannot move. I watch as one of their dogs approaches. It sniffs mournfully at my dead friend. I wonder if it grieves for him as much as I do. I can barely think. I feel weaker by the minute. I don't know who these soldiers are with, but I managed to take a sip of the water they gave me.
How long have you been here?
Somehow, I muster the courage to answer the woman's question. I tell her I've been there 3 days. They gather around me with grim looks on their faces. What would they do if they knew I was the Erusian princess? After searching the cockpit of the plane, the woman who spoke to me before came back to me.
This is an air-to-ground tactical radio. It still works!
I noticed she walked with a limp. She knelt down next to me and asked her companions to give me some food. And then, very softly, she said,
"You see, I used to listen to your broadcasts, Your Royal Highness."
Just what did you see here?
Okay, enough talk. Your opinions have all been taken into consideration. Beyond the seizure of Forbanti, which is important, and supporting the Erusian officer, at this point, I just don't know what our strategy is, or what our mission will be. Radio communication is still patchy for both the military and civilians, so we're getting zip from Mission Command about our orders. Still, with countless Erusian forces in the area, it's too dangerous for us to stay around here waiting for a miracle. Now, regarding Count's suggestion to think about self-defense, I think we should make a break for Tyler Island. It was a large Osean base before the start of the war. Count says his previous squadron took part in an operation to seize control of the island. It has the only base that will get us to the space elevator without refueling. It's also a transport facility for supply ships that provide drones and ammo for arsenal birds. For the Osean forces that are looking to reclaim the space elevator, those are two great reasons in its favor. If everything went according to plan, the base may already be in Allied hands when we get there. Though based on what Count told me about the island operation, it won't be easy to seize control.
If the ground troops have managed to open the bridgehead, the transport route to Osea for supply ships should be available.
With so much at stake, I can't imagine Erusea just giving it up without a fight. Things could really have gone bad.
Even if there are enemies left, they should be pretty easy to suppress.
I just want to go home, man.
Me too. With that look on your face, Trigger, I know exactly what you want to do.
If Trigger's ready to kick ass, then so am I.
Damn straight. We're with you, Trigger.
It's decided then. Let's get all the aircraft and haul ass to Tyler Island. Although we can avoid the Arsenal Bird's anti-air network, there's still remnants from the Erusian forces. I want to get to the island without getting into any unnecessary combat. Pick a fast craft and fix it how you want. Pack for a long trip, but remember, if you drag your ass, you'll get left behind.
Strider Squadron, sortie ASAP.
This is Tango 2-3, pursued by multiple tanks and APCs.
They'll all go down if we don't pull back the landing craft. It's what? Abandoned Tango 2-3?
Something's not right.
Tango 2-3, we don't have the firepower to assist you. You're on your own.
Please, we need help!
Wagtail is on the Ocean landing ship. What's going on? What did you say?
Multiple bogies inbound. Damn it. Prepare for anti-air combat.
This is the AWACS Longcaster. The aircrafts in your area belong to the LRSSG.
Allied aircraft. A retreating vehicle is taking fire. Requesting assistance.
Roger.
Got a positive ID.
Their artillery fire just missed us off our starboard side.
Target acquired.
Our air support is here. Thank God. Friendly birds.
Strider 1, APC destroyed. Update us on Tyler Island.
Fox 2.
Couldn't be worse. Our forces are scattered and on the run.
They're on the run?
We were waiting for retreating units here to carry them out to safety.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
These are Ocean.
Strider 1, Fox 2. Target is in machine gun range.
Do me a favor, Longcaster. Many of our allies are cut off. We need support and an escape route.
Understood. We'll do what we can. Let's help retreating Ocean forces. Take out any hostiles in their area. Don't engage till targets are ID'd.
The boots on the ground don't need more people shooting at them.
Thanks. It's absolute chaos out there. The Erusians are even starting to fight amongst themselves.
Well, now we know what's going on, but shit.
There's more over here. Spotted against the building. I don't think we're part of the fight. Look at that. They're all lined up. No, they are not combatants. Some of them aren't even wearing shoes. I can guess what happened. I really don't want to think about it. Damn those Erusian bastards. It's a blatant war crime. Take photos for evidence. Three strikes, count to three, and the enemy's gone. Push him back! Fire!
Our last takeoff is destroyed. Let's get out of here.
Let's get moving! Hit the gas and don't let up until we reach the extraction point! I don't want to see anyone, hostile or friendly!
Missile. Missile.
Target's in machine gun range. ID We've identified the unknown targets.
Just got the photographs. We'll head back to launch. Give us another 30 minutes. The men say they want to at least get the children a proper burial.
It's no use! Work to the right! Fire at that supply ship!
Don't pursue too deep. You just need to buy some time. Hold them at bay until Operation Feeding Time. Lure them away from the mass driver. It's a radical. Shot us in the back. I'll make this pay for this.
Our guys even took out the enemy air support. What do we do now? Send in the tanks!
Allied retreat looks good.
No use hailing them! They know they're shooting at friendlies! Get closer! You'll never hit them from here!
In gun range.
Thanks! But before we make it in time, reform the ranks!
A landing ship is waiting for you.
Right, we leave right now. This will guarantee us the one-way ticket to hell. Pretty sure we're there already.
It's the Ocean military.
Don't they know they're on the same side?
We'll be firing at each other!
This is AWACS Longcaster. We're uploading the latest ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Hold your fire! Confirmed. The info is from Allied AWACS. Hold your fire! Roger. But what are we supposed to believe? Who should we follow?
You guys got out alive. You have time to figure it out.
I count 12 dead bodies. We're taking the upper middle class. Spaceport's nearby, so they could be researchers and their families. Most likely, they were involved with Delta. Get in the landing craft! Many thanks, Longcaster. We didn't have to leave our boys to die.
Understood. Strutter 1, Fox 2.
Go with us! Can you see the enemy APC from there?
All aircraft, search every nook of the island. We're not leaving anyone behind.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
We're moving out! Leave the dead behind! We'll come back to this island one day and send them off properly.
Didn't think that'd miss.
This is Echo 13. Tank flat, but they're running on fumes and low on ammo.
An explosion! It's nice! Let's do the countdown. The enemy's not stupid. They're after the supply ship. Do the countdown! There's still one arsenal bird left.
Now, then Russia will have a fighting chance.
We can't distract the supply ships.
Don't fight with your backs to the supply ship. If it's hit, we're done for.
Strutter 1, target acquired. Watch it, enemy has a lock on you.
Let me slide in on that tail.
Give me enemy position! God, the artillery fire's gonna double on my hearing!
Strutter 1, hand is flash. Wait, multiple bogeys from the east.
Their timing tells me they're not here to bring good news.
We need to ID the bogeys. Take them down if they're hostile.
Understood.
Bogies inbound. Escort fighters, we're counting on you. Should we fire? Even if we're not fired upon? Of course. Chase off the bogies! There's no way there are! Almost there. Commence operation.
Strider Squadron, you're near an armada of bogeys. Identify them.
On course.
If that had been our fighter, we might have made it.
Visual.
Like an eagle.
You can see they're getting desperate.
Identification complete. It's Erusian bombers and their escorts.
Count's prophecy has come true. Take out all bombers, or they'll flatten our allies.
Plenty of civilian casualties as well. Precision bombing is impossible in these conditions. Maybe they know they can't. We're gonna drop them all.
They're taking out the other aircraft. Use extreme caution.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
This is Brandy. Attack was evaded.
Strata 1, target acquired.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Behind the
The
enemy.
bombers are nearing the island. We're running out of time.
We'll be surrounded.
Strata 1, Fox 2.
Why isn't the Erusian army retreating? They're just sitting ducks for our air support.
Gotcha, pal.
Careful, these guys are good. We'll defeat the radicals and end the war.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you. More bombers approaching. Intercept them now.
Launch control, this is flight leader. All systems ready. We are a go for launch.
This is launch control. The enemy is closing. Confirm launch readiness.
Affirmative. This is our last chance for Operation Feeding Time. Launch control. Roger that.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Intercept those bombers.
Enemy on your back.
You're almost out of special weaponry. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. Only half the bombers remain. We can't let even one get away. The bombers are about to reach the island. Shoot them down now.
Strider 3 launching missile.
Missile.
Behind the enemy.
Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't
Fall
over.
warning. Ammunition 0.
Special weaponry depleted.
Missile. Missile.
All enemy bombers have been destroyed.
We did it.
Continue with your mission.
Where's our damn air support?
Target is in machine gun range. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Hour tops. We need the advantage to pin the enemy down.
You're Erusian. Jesus, they're firing at each other. Resistance nowhere around here? It's all crazy people.
We are in the middle of a mission to take back the mass driver. The supply ship is a munitions depot. It's highly combustible.
Caution. Pull up.
ID complete.
Caution. Pull up.
Strata 1, we've identified the unknown targets.
Pull up. Caution.
The Allies need Russian government forces. No mistake with the rebels.
Missile.
Strider 1, target destroyed. Tank is destroyed. Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
Missile. Missile.
Enemy on your back.
Missile. Missile.
Try to save your ammo. Lure him in and then fire at once.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Hey you, dumbass with the scratches on his tail. You hear me?
Missile.
I need you to help some people. There's a group of refugees surrounded by Erusian tanks right here. Needless to say, their future's not looking too bright.
This is a secure military line. Who is this?
Me?
Lancaster, she's an ally. Trigger and I'd know that voice anywhere.
So you're still breathing, Sir Count.
Here, let me have a word.
Missile.
Hey, it's been a while.
Missile.
I had a feeling the two of you were still alive. Remember, stick with Trigger and you'll make it.
We have a bit of intel for you. We'll share it if you can help the refugees.
Missile.
Count me in.
Missile.
That's right.
Caution. Pull up.
We've destroyed all of the targets.
Missile.
All bogies should be ID'd now. Mission complete.
Missile. Missile.
Okay, Scrap Queen. Send us the target coordinates.
I was thinking about how I'd do that.
Don't you have a laser target indicator?
Why would she?
Missile.
No kidding, sir. It's sticking into the enemy's doorstep. Not me. Wait, you moron!
Missile. Missile.
Wait!
Missile.
What are you doing, dumbass? Here! Attack right here!
Lancaster, we've confirmed the location of the flare.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Hang in there. This battle isn't over.
Caution. Pull up. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Everyone knows it. No other reason.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed. Hurry!
Get moving! Gotcha, pal.
Missile. Missile.
They're not refugees. They're criminals.
Missile.
Damn it.
That's them. All aircraft, we just updated your threat matrix via data link. Take out those targets.
Don't miss. We don't want to hit the pretty ladies down there.
Missile.
Hurry!
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Missile away.
Missile.
Good job! The enemy tanks are toast. I don't think I could even do anything with that scrap.
Missile. 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 Missile.
Because everyone knows it.
Missile.
No other reason.
Missile. Missile. Caution. Pull up. Caution. Pull up. Missile. Caution. Pull up.
Hurry!
Missile.
Get moving!
That took care of them. No civilian casualties? Nice going. Do you hear the singing?
Terminal countdown. Pressure stable. Cooling system is on.
Lancaster, a promise is a promise. Here's the intel. I heard it from an Erusian soldier that defected.
valuable information.
That doesn't sound good.
But can it be trusted?
Not sure. Heard it from a man who said he wanted to atone for his sins. Up to you to trust him or not.
Understood. Good luck.
Releasing safety. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Launch. 1, 2, 3. The mass driver is accelerating.
The supply ships have been launched from the mass driver. If the supply ships make it to the Arsenal bird, they'll be able to resupply it. They may be loaded with new weaponry that we don't even know about. We have no choice but to take down the supply ships before they can get within the Arsenal bird's air defense network. You gotta hurry or you're not gonna make it. 3 minutes to the enemy's air defense network.
Missile.
All aircraft, remain on high alert. We got bandits incoming on radar.
Missile.
You're gonna have to forget about them for now. Focus on destroying that supply ship first.
We're sitting ducks like this.
If we let the supply ship get too far away, we'll never be able to catch it.
Don't overshoot.
The supply ship's in the clouds. We can't find it.
That's a confirmed direct hit by the missile. Keep it up. Bring down those supply ships.
I was expecting this to be easy as all they can do is fly fast.
Did you see that explosion? Looks like that's one of them down.
Remember, there are 2 supply ships out there. Hurry up and shoot the other one down.
So they're trying to...
We've recalculated the remaining time.
We can't let them complete their mission.
90 seconds to the enemy's air defense network.
Don't lose them!
Missile.
Trigger, you're gonna lose it.
Missile.
Fly at full speed.
Missile. Missile.
60 seconds remain. The missile hit the supply ship dead on.
These guys continue pursuit of the supply ship.
Hope you're all enjoying the pretty fireworks. If this thing had any windows, we could have seen it for ourselves. Nice work, team.
We're gonna find ourselves a boat and leave this island. We'll be taking the refugees, along with any deserters from the Erusian military.
Who's the girl that ran at the tanks with the smoke canister? A few more crazies like her, and life down there may have been a tad bit easier.
What do you think would have happened to those refugees if you hadn't intervened? The princess saw what happened. They were little kids.
That's why I like the sky. You don't have to see those types of things.
Does this mean we're that much closer to ending the war?
No, we just basically prevented it from going on forever.
Count's right. We have no choice but to return to our original base. Our base that is nearly out of food and fuel. We need to do something.
Good. Take a seat. Everyone's here. All right. Good work in sinking the supply ships. Not to mention saving the refugees. However, we're in no position to start celebrating. Even the commander here is starting to fray from the stress. Can't say I blame him.
Now, Tyler Island is in a state of complete anarchy. This base isn't safe either.
The faces you see around you are the only friends we've got. Take a good look.
We found a boat, then sailed away from the island. We had to. We didn't belong there. The new guy's name was George. I noticed when the anarchist said his name, he said it with a thick Belgian accent. How did you know that he was from Belka?
Well, both my parents were from Belka, so...
You never told me that. They say that Belkans are known for their conspiracies.
That's just a stereotype. Now, I simply stated my honest opinion and was thrown in jail for it.
The princess sat there looking miserable. That was a dumbass stunt she pulled back there, but it got us on this boat. Take a look at that. This ship is heading for a single rope that's hanging down from the sky. Do you know how far the end of that rope reaches?
Outer space.
No. It is a direct connection to the very potential of mankind itself. Or at least it was until war erupted.
It's my strong belief that the rope might be connected to a very distant, faraway source of great conflict and strife. Even long before the war, the whole world started falling apart once Harling began trying to build it. I often wonder what was going through Harling's mind when he was trying to destroy the very thing that so many people were sacrificed in order to create.
Sacrificed? What do you mean?
Have you seen all of those countless old space shuttles on Tyler Island that are no longer in use?
Yeah. I always thought of them as a good source of scrap. They're an obsolete technology that was abandoned during the construction of the space elevator. Which would mean that if the space elevator was destroyed, it would be that much harder for mankind to reach the stars. Until we find another way.
But even then, Harling still went ahead and tried to destroy it. At the cost of his own life.
That's not the way I heard it. What I heard was that he sacrificed himself to protect the tower from an incoming missile.
Oh, I was told he tried to fly his ship into the tower in order to destroy it.
I wonder which story is true, Your Royal Highness.
I don't know. Looking at it objectively, it's reasonable to believe that Harling had both options before him.
When it comes to which one you think he took, I guess it's like a mirror.
Yes, it is. It's like a mirror looking into your own soul, based on whichever choice you believe it was. At the moment, though, I can only see darkness. I think that thing should be destroyed.
It's time for the briefing. Although, since we don't have any contact with HQ, it's not like this is an official mission. Anyway, it looks like the seizure of Tyler Island and the relief from Osea have been postponed. In the meantime, we just have to do what we can to survive. Since losing its capital city of Ferbanti, Erusian forces have separated into smaller, autonomous factions. It looks like Erusia's largest force and leading faction will pass through the area around this base. The space elevator is significant to them, so they're probably heading there.
Should we intercept?
Why? I doubt they're gonna start a fight now.
Our top priority should be to get home. Let's go already.
Yeah. It's not like we have the supplies, power, or even a real reason to put up a fight. But, what are we going to do if they bring the fight to us? We need to be ready to push them back. If we head inland from here towards Erusia, there's an old castle that's been converted into a stockpiling base. Shalaji Castle. It's currently occupied by some of the Erusian forces that broke off, but we need ammo and fuel. They appear to have converted a freeway into a runway, so we can expect them to have the capacity for air combat. But they'll be easier to handle than Erusia's lead faction. While we can't use all our aircraft to attack, the transport carrying the stolen supplies needs support. Okay, Strider Squadron. You head out first, Battling Base. Rendezvous with Cyclops Squadron, who will bring the transport. Then we bring the supplies back to this base.
Got it.
Aircraft are our only threat.
Sounds good.
We'll make it. We're all gonna fly home. Together.
Strider Squadron, aircraft prep complete. You're cleared to taxi.
No Osean forces are in the region ahead. No allies here. No need to ID your target. We've set a number of priority targets, focusing on their anti-aircraft weaponry. Okay, team, get to work.
Caution. Pull up.
Unidentified aircraft, not sure if friend or foe. Fire anyway. We don't have time to be wondering if they're friendlies or not.
So, we capture this base and take the fuel and supplies. That's the plan, right, Trigger?
Missile launched.
You take if you want to live. That's how it was where I grew up.
I was just double-checking mission orders, Hushin.
Caution. Pull up.
Our anti-air guns are destroyed. Abandon and fall back to our rear position. Retreat! Does Soul Squad know?
There are more vehicles along the road. They don't appear to be military. They're Erusian refugees. They must be fleeing since the conflict got worse.
Unidentified aircraft. Identify at once or we'll open fire.
What are they talking about? They already are firing on us. The enemy's confused.
I know. We're all out of ammo. Don't give up. We're not going to lose our country again.
Stall warning.
Don't stop the car. It'll make us an easier target. Our anti-aircraft weaponry is down by 30%. Why are they attacking this base?
So what's this faction split from the Erusian military?
The autonomous state of Shalaji used to be a nation. The region has always leaned towards independence. Those who want to restore their homelands flock to it. Apparently, their core consists of officers from Boslage, which neighbored Shalaji.
Are they our enemies?
They're our enemy's enemy, but not our friends.
Retreat! They're bombing us! We're unable to use the SAMs! Help me! Ally has been shot down! Fire the SAM at once! Enemy is firing! Taking bandit! There aren't that many. Aim carefully and take them down. Missile breaking! They have 4 aircraft! More planes incoming! Fire more missiles!
We're coming up on the castle. Let's hurry up and capture this base so we can get its fuel and supplies. Shit!
I feel like we're a group of burglars.
Don't say that. This is for our survival.
Yeah, I know.
Missile.
That's Shalaji Castle.
Enemy has a read on you.
There you are already. Paying homage to our scouts.
Take in both civilians and refugees without discrimination. Get away from the stone buildings and take shelter somewhere sturdier or underground.
Missile.
Come on where you are and cover your head if you hear jet engines. Frank, do it!
Missile.
Fox 2, Fox 2.
Missile.
Damage report.
Target acquired.
Missile.
Everything's on fire!
Missile. Missile.
Strider 1, target eliminated.
Caution. Pull up.
Locked on.
Missile.
Strider 1, missile launched.
Missile.
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 Strider 1, target
We've lost more than half of our forces. The battle won't last much longer. Let them have our lives. As long as our nation stands, the young will carry on.
Missile. 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 Caution.
Strider 3,
Pull up.
launching missile.
Missile. Caution.
The fire set off a chain reaction. At least stop it from spreading.
Missile.
Target acquired.
Caution. Pull up.
The SAM is out. We're running out of ways to strike back.
Missile.
New hostiles.
Missile.
All aircraft confirmed.
Missile.
This town's of high cultural value. It's unfortunate we get bombed like we did.
Caution.
We do what we need to survive, right?
Not something I'll
Missile.
tell my son about.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Why can't we hit our target?
Missile. Missile.
AA destroyed. We're sitting ducks. Cancel takeoff.
Missile.
Soul Squadron, stand by.
Missile.
Negative. This battle's
Missile.
over if we don't get up there.
Missile.
Along with hope of restoration.
Missile.
Don't worry. Once we accelerate inside the tunnel, they won't be able to shoot us down that easily.
The
Missile.
warehouse is filled with ammunition.
Missile.
Enemy got away.
Trigger is splashed a bandit.
Their interceptors are in the air.
All right.
Getting to takeoff speed inside the tunnel is insane.
Soul Squadron, airborne. Shoot the invaders out of our skies. Good luck, Soul Squadron.
Understood. You are in violation of Shalaji airspace.
Missile.
Turn around or we'll be forced to
Missile.
shoot you down.
Missile.
This is the Ocean Long-Range Strategic Strike Group. Land immediately and hand over your planes and base to us.
Missile. Missile.
You must be the snowbirds.
Missile.
It's absurd for you talking so tough after losing one of your leaders at Formonte.
You bastard!
Missile. Missile.
You defile this country.
Missile.
As long as you're here, this country will never know peace. Shit.
Missile. Missile.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
I'm out! Ejecting! I hope he's okay. Bailing out under those conditions. I can see his parachute. Let's pray he makes it to safety.
3 to go. Don't let them work together. Back up trigger.
Wilco. Righto. Roll's been hit. He's ejected. Damn. We can't even last long enough to buy ourselves some time. A miss, as expected, but a lucky shot would be boring. Some kind of energy weapon. No, it's a railgun.
Strider 1, you have a bogey approaching at high speed. Bearing 090, straight from the east. High-speed projectile launch from enemy aircraft.
I'm testing this aircraft. You must find your own sky. We can still help you. Don't waste your life. Dedicated to reclaiming that which you call home. Furthermore, you must find someone to guide you. I am not that person.
Missile. Missile.
The platoon squad will be retreating. Those fighting below are advised to temporarily withdraw. Don't die. As long as we're alive, our hopes and dreams live on. Hey, look at the color of that plane. Damn, that's the flames of hell. Time for payback.
Target acquired.
Negative. It's no good. I can't get close enough.
Leave it to Trigger. The rest of us will just get in the way. The rest form a perimeter to catch whatever slips through.
Welcome.
That just cost us our lives.
Target is in machine gun range. Target was not struck.
Someone to guide us. I can't think of anyone other than you.
Targeting collection 1.7 degrees.
Being together with me, I taught me something.
Ready to fire.
True fighters don't belong in the blue. The cosmos of the skies. And they're what the Bosnian Air Force should be fighting against.
Missile.
I have a lock.
Missile.
It's like the sky's been sliced wide open.
Missile.
These military probably made themselves into toys.
Missile. Missile.
Warning, enemy has a beat on you.
Missile.
Strutter 1, missile launched.
90%. 100%. Targeting correction 0.8 degrees.
Not bad.
Hit on unidentified aircraft. The enemy's mobility is still unfazed. Keep up the attack. Unidentified aircraft. Land your plane and surrender. Why do you feel the need to continue fighting on your own?
That's funny. It seems like one of your pilots is also fighting alone.
He's not alone. Look around you.
I see. Perhaps it would have been best to entrust the future to pilots like that. Let me test him then, to see if he's truly worthy. That bastard's moving in a way that minimizes the damage even when he's hit. Keep firing those missiles until you blow him to pieces.
Caution. Missile.
Watch out. Enemy has a lock on you. Strutter 1, missile launched.
Targeting correction 0.02 degrees. Targeting correction complete.
Railgun is firing again. Bad news. Its accuracy is increasing with each shot. Take him down as quickly as possible.
Cooldown complete.
No, that's not it. That will not do.
Railgun has been fired.
Beyond the limits of machine assistance, I see. You're quite the entertainer, but the show's over with this next shot.
System power at 50%. Warning, braking control deactivated. Cooldown complete. System power at 50%.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. Strider 1, Fox 2.
Cooldown complete. System power at 50%.
Not bad. Get closer.
Warning, manual targeting engaged. Targeting assisted prep complete.
The railgun has been fired.
Cooldown complete.
Missile. Missile.
System power at 50%. Warning, manual targeting engaged. Targeting correction in progress.
This weapon is not enough to take down 3 strikes. This aircraft is my body. If they are not enough, then I must put my soul into it. There are pilots like you in every generation, and I've felled every last one of them.
Missile.
Fox 2,
Missile.
you're almost there.
His movements. I knew it. Mr. X moves like the drone I saw in Bulgurarest. Maybe you've got it backwards. Maybe the drone is the one that moves like Mr. X.
There's gonna be copies of him flying around?
We'd be lucky if they're only in the dozens.
Missile.
Strider 1, target acquired.
Missile.
Missile hit.
Strider 1 scored another hit.
It's a hit. The unidentified aircraft is going down.
You got him. Trigger has splashed a bandit.
Can you hear me? Pilot with the 3 strikes. This was all due to my ego. I unleashed pure chaos upon this world, just so I could keep my wings. Put a stop to the drone production.
Is this a message to Trigger? What does it mean?
I don't think this war is over just because we shot down Mr. X. Yeah, it's gonna take something else entirely to end this thing. I just don't know what.
The resupply went well. We should be okay on food and fuel reserves for a little while at least. Luckily, the rumor that the Erusian army is advancing nearby is only a rumor. There's no sign of them from the skies. Rumors, rumors, rumors. This is what happens when you lose communications. But we got one good fact. The plane Trigger shot down was an advanced model of the XO-2 Wyvern. It was developed in the last Continental War. Erusia had a lot up their sleeves. Apparently, they were even supposed to have Belkin aircraft back in the First War. What if Trigger couldn't shoot it down? Just thinking about it gives me chills. We're lucky to be here. In war, you never know what's lurking behind the curtains. But it looks like everything's loose now. A solid chain of command, rest periods after sorties, a battlefield where you know friend from foe. All of that's gone now, lost in a fog of confusion. It feels like a distant dream. Now, just how the hell are we gonna get out of this mess?